That's right.
What's that sound?
Yes, welcome. How was Rex? So nice.
Good afternoon. May I have your attention, please? Please silence all cell phones and stand as the faculty and executive staff process into the theater. The faculty procession is led by the Grand Marshal, Professor Karen Kaplowitz from the English Department and President of the Faculty Senate.
Good afternoon, class of 2019. Hello, and welcome to John Jay College's annual New Student Convocation and to your first day of college. My name is Jane Bowers, and I'm the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Lynette Cook-Francis, and I am your Vice President for Student Affairs. Let me also introduce someone very special, and that's Professor Karen Kaplowitz, who led faculty procession with the mace as the Grand Marshal. Wave to everyone, Professor Kaplowitz. Today, we're going to spend a little bit of time learning a little bit about your academic community. The Grand Marshal is the faculty member in attendance with the longest tenure at the college. Professor Kaplowitz, along with her fellow faculty, are wearing doctoral gowns with 3 bars on each sleeve. The bars represent the academic degrees. There's bachelor's, there's master's, and there's PhD. If you notice, the president's gown has a 4th bar that indicates that he is, yes, El Jefe, the president, the highest ranking official at the college. You will also notice that we are all wearing hoods. During the Middle Ages, scholars at the earliest universities wore wool or fur garments to stay warm in the drafty stone buildings that were poorly heated. Today, the hood colors represent field study and school colors.
Now, the mace that Professor Kaplowitz was carrying in and now rests on a pillow, the mace is another important part of the college's academic procession. Originally, as you can probably tell from looking at it, the mace was a weapon used as a club. No reflection on what's going to be happening to you in your classes, we promise. Over time, the mace has become a symbol of authority and is embraced as a ceremonial object at colleges and universities and always carried by the Grand Marshal in any academic session.
Professor Kaplowitz, how many years have you been at John Jay? Since 1970, someone? 45 years, making Professor Kaplowitz, all right. Our longest standing faculty member. And Professor Kaplowitz, what school does your gown represent? The beautiful purple. NYU, all right. And her discipline is? Literature, right? So this is going to be you someday. What colors will you wear, right? And how many stripes will you have? Will you get the 4? Be hefty? Okay, so this event is called Freshman Convocation. And Convocation is Latin, and it means calling together. And today we are calling you all together, the newest members of our community, to give you a taste of what it will be like when you graduate.
Because convocation is like a bookend to commencement. Both mark new beginnings. Today, you're embarking upon an academic journey that will provide you with the credentials, that's that baccalaureate degree at the other bookend there, to begin your careers. That journey embodies the 4 facets of the John Jay Promise, as described in the booklet you were handed on your way in. First, while this is a personalized journey, it is your journey, each and every one of you, you won't be facing it alone. You'll be assisted along the way by a network of caring advisors, counselors, faculty members, and peer mentors.
And whether you prefer the buzz of a big city or a small town close-knit feel, John Jay is top rated for the academic and social experience and provides everything that you're looking for.
From the start, you'll be encouraged to make a difference in the world by engaging in all-important public service components of the John Jay experience with its unique service learning and community building initiatives.
Finally, the John Jay Promise and your academic journey include preparation for life outside of John Jay. As an educated, emboldened, impassioned professional, you'll learn essential skills like leadership, communication, critical thinking that will distinguish you as you start your career. We are confident that you will be successful, proud alumni of John Jay College of Criminal Justice. All right.
At this time, I would like to introduce to you the president of John Jay College, whom you've already seen modeling his gown, Jeremy Travis. President Travis, I present to you the class of 2019.
All right.
Thank you, Provost Bowers and Vice President Cook Francis. It is so wonderful to see all of you here this afternoon, your first day as John Jay students. So what's the emotion this afternoon? Excitement? Hands. Anxiety? Hands. Both hands. So we're here to help you be successful, and I think that's the message that we want to convey to you today. We recognize this is the beginning of a very important chapter in your life. We also know that you've made a very important choice to choose John Jay over other options. So this is a day to be proud of John Jay. Did anybody hear on the TV news last night or this morning, NBC, that John Jay is now ranked the top 5 colleges in the country for best value for dollar? So tell that to your folks and your family. We're very, very proud of that. We were not in that ranking last year, so this is a breakthrough for us. But we want to look ahead with you to the journey that you have embarked on today. We think this will be an exciting journey of intellectual exploration for you to discover new disciplines, new ways of thinking, and to experience the life of the mind. That's what an education is all about. And we predict that soon, maybe not today, but soon, you'll find yourself thinking a bit differently about issues and maybe surprising yourself a little bit that college education is actually making a difference in your life. We also hope that because you're at John Jay, you'll feel the John Jay spirit, and you'll sense that this is a very different academic community, and that you'll find yourself on your way, and maybe you are already, what we call a fierce advocate for justice. Justice is what matters here at John Jay. That's what we think about and we act upon. So you'll find yourself, as have other generations of John Jay students over the last 50 years, wanting to make a difference in the world, and we want to encourage that aspect of your time here. Because we hope that the John Jay education that you'll receive will equip you with the tools to change the world for the better. We all see injustice around us all the time. The question is, what do we do about it? And we hope that now that you're part of this John Jay community, you'll feel emboldened and empowered and given the tools to make a difference. We also know that doors of opportunity will open for you while you're here at John Jay. Opportunity in the classroom, opportunity outside the classroom, opportunity for scholarships and fellowships and internships. And part of the John Jay promise is to help prepare you for that day 4 years from now when you'll be leaving John Jay and getting ready for professional school or graduate school or some opportunity in the world of work. We take great pride in the diversity of our student body. If you walk our campus, you'll sense that there are students and faculty and staff here from different ethnic backgrounds, from different faith traditions, speaking different languages, many of them born in another country. How many of you were born in another country? Just to get it, whoa. Okay, wow. Yep, and there we have it, right? How many of you are, just out of curiosity, the first in your family to go to college? That's what we provide here. This is an opportunity for your family to invest in you, invest their hopes and their dreams in you. And that's part of the joy and the responsibility, and we hope it's not a burden, but what you're carrying with you as you walk through the doors here is the ambitions that you have for yourself, that we have for you, and that your family has for you as well. So whatever your roots and your language background and faith background and racial and ethnic and immigrant status background, we hope that you know that coming here, you come to a community that welcomes and celebrates all of that diversity. There's no other institution in the world, and you should be very proud of this starting today. There's no other institution in the world that claims our mission of educating for justice. There's no other institution in the world that has our combination of a strong liberal arts curriculum and a distinctive focus on justice. So as you start today and you make your way from being an entering first-year student, ultimately to graduating from John Jay, our promise to you is to help you be successful. That's what the promise embodies. So count on us as your allies, as your friends, as your supporters, as your nudges. Every once in a while we'll give you a kick in the butt, but we're going to help you because we want you to succeed. That's why we invited you to join this community. So I love being president of John Jay. That's not just because I get the 4 stripes, but it's being a part of and a leader of and a proud member of the leadership team of faculty and staff and students here who are making this institution what it has become. And I particularly like, as we get to know each other, I particularly like spending time with students, whether it's chatting with the presidential interns in my office or spending time with you in the student cafeteria or seeing some of you in the barbecue that'll follow. I really treasure, as do we all, our connection to the students. We felt today a sense of energy, like you were lifting the building off the ground as you walked in. We value that opportunity to learn from you as you learn from us. In the course of my encounters with students, I hear 2 themes that resonate all the time, and I want to share them with you this morning. One is, it'll happen sooner or later, and certainly by the time you graduate, you'll have the sense that John Jay is your second home. And we take that obligation very seriously, but it means something coming to you from us that you feel comfortable here, that you feel like this is a place away from your home where you can learn about yourself, you can connect with friends, you can pursue your interests and your passions, and that it's a supportive, welcoming, and safe environment. There's another emotion that I hear that's even deeper, that you're not feeling today, but you will over time, I predict. And that's what students say when they graduate, which is, I love John Jay. And that's a very special emotion for you to express to us. We hope that you feel that. We hope that you feel that in part because you've made John Jay a better place while you've been here. You've contributed to the college, and that your love is in part because you see that it is the institution that you want it to be, and that you're an active citizen of our community. So your success in all of those dimensions is very important to us. Success has another very practical meaning, which is that you graduate. And I assume you're sitting here saying, I'm going to get a degree. It's not just to hang out for a while, right? That you're here because 4 years from now you want to walk across the stage at our commencement. The provost also said this is the bookend. I want you to visualize that part of the journey, which is that you're going to graduate. And maybe you'll stay here and get a master's. Maybe you'll stay here and get a PhD. But we want you at least to get a baccalaureate and finish college and feel like that sense of completion. And it's not only for the obvious reason that it makes a difference out there in the world of work. It signifies to the world that you are an educated person, that you have learned something, you've accomplished something. So we want you to think about that as your goal and to know that we are here to help you succeed. So looking ahead to that time when you do graduate, what we know, since we've been at this for a while, we know that when you walk across that stage, you will be a self-confident, educated citizen of the world, ready to take on challenges that you can't imagine today, ready to do justice in a world that needs more of it. We know that you will be taught and inspired by the faculty who are here on the stage with me today and others who couldn't join us. We know that you'll be supported and prodded and challenged by your fellow students, which is very important, that you learn from them as well, and the vast alumni network of 60,000 John Jay alumni who are also part of this family, who are ready to help you succeed. So you will be ready to be citizens of the world. And we mean that quite literally. I, interestingly, just came back from 2 weeks in Taiwan and China, finalizing some agreements between 2 universities there. And they're so eager to be part of the John Jay experience and to connect with us and to connect with you. So when we talk about the world, we talk about a global vision for John Jay, where we are connected to citizens of other countries as well as citizens of New York. So it's for those reasons that we developed the John Jay Promise, which was handed out to you today, to express to you our commitment to you. There's a reciprocal part of this promise, which is you have to put in the work. But we're there. We're there to help you succeed. And we want you to take that promise very seriously because we do as well. So read it, understand it, live it, because we make that commitment to you. So today, on a very auspicious, bright, sunshiny day with lots of good things happening here at John Jay, it's a particular honor and privilege for me as the president, on behalf of everybody here on this stage and in faraway places who consider themselves part of the John Jay family. It's a great privilege for me to officially welcome you into the John Jay community. It's great to have you here. Thanks.
Thank you, President Travis. Good afternoon. Okay, we do a little bit better than that. Good afternoon. My name is Kenneth Holmes, and I am the Dean of Students here. And I've met some of you during the orientation process, and some of the rest of you, I look forward to meeting you at the picnic. But at this time, I'd also like to formally introduce you to the Dean of Undergraduate Studies, Dr. Scott Stoddard. Dr. Stoddard. I'd also like to introduce you to the president of the Student Council, Faika Kabar, who will now share with you what's going to happen next.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm honored to be here today. This class represents the new John Jay College. I am so proud to see that I will be leaving the college in great hands, your hands. As the president of Student Council and a senior myself, I want to pass on to you the philosophy that we are here to acquire wisdom, develop integrity, and fight for justice. That is our legacy to you. You will take this philosophy with you throughout your journey and pass it on to the next council and your class. One of the newest traditions is the pinning ceremony. This pin, which I'm wearing right now, you guys will be receiving it later, represents the start of your journey towards the completion of your bachelor's degree. It represents a common experience for you as freshmen that will culminate with commencement. It represents your induction into John Jay College, a community where much is expected of you, but where you are always welcomed and supported. You will now be penned by members of the community who are integral to your journey, including staff from undergraduate study, student affairs, and member of the student council. The slideshow that will be playing consists of advice to you from the class of 2015, along with photos of the class of 2015 that were displayed at their graduation this past May. I would like to invite President Travis back to the lectern for his closing remarks. Thank you.
So now it's official. You've been pinned, and we've welcomed you into our community, and we look forward to spending the next 4 years with you in lots of different interactions. And the first way for us to get to know each other a bit is that we're going to have a barbecue on the Jaywalk. So I have to tell you a story about the Jaywalk. Did someone just laugh? That's what we wanted. So when we opened the new building, which is now 3 years ago, we had this wonderful plaza that you're about to see, if you haven't seen already, right off the student dining hall, and we were trying to decide what to name it, and we had a contest. And we put up 3 options, to call it the Quad, to call it the Plaza, or to call it the Commons, and then we left a blank column for people to vote for, suggest another name. And it was a student who suggested a name that ended up, after 3 days of people voting, ended up as the winning name. It was a student who named it the Jaywalk. So it's another way of saying that we're distinctive. No one else has a Jaywalk. It's another way of saying that we have this sort of strange fascination with people breaking laws and what we do about it. So this is the only place where you can legally jaywalk. But it's also a place where we celebrate our community. So we look forward, after all of us leave, we look forward to seeing you up on the Jaywalk. Please come up and say hello to any one of us to say, that we will tell you we're happy to have you here, and we'd love to hear your John Jay story, what brought you here, and to hear about your dreams and take any questions that you might have as we create the community of John Jay College. Thank you all for coming, and we'll see you on the Jaywalk.